I thank the gentleman for yielding, my good friend and colleague of 34 years ago. We entered the Congress together. I do not propose to read this entire document, but it is the report of the hearings in committee report conducted by my predecessor in Congress, John Blotnick, in 1957 on false and misleading advertising among a number of products and the failure of the Federal Trade Commission to intervene in behalf of the public. The leading testimony on false and misleading advertising in filter-tip cigarettes was a statement of Dr. Kyler Hammond, Director of Statistical Research for the American Cancer Society. We found lung cancer death rates to be extremely low among non-smokers and high among heavy cigarette smokers. 2,665 excess deaths, this was 1957, among smokers. The conclusion, Dr. Hammond, the sum total of scientific evidence establishes beyond reasonable doubt that cigarette smoking is a causative factor in the rapidly increasing incidence of human epidermoid carcinoma of the lung. 52 years ago. And we still have people in this chamber and in the other body saying, it's not a problem. The report of the committee goes on to say, pyrobenzene is one of the substances containing carcinogenic agents. A known cancer-producing agent has been found in the smoke from cigarette paper and an amount from the tobacco alone. This compound is known as 3,4-pyrobenzene. The report of the committee concludes that the cigarette manufacturers have deceived the American public through their advertising of filter-tip cigarettes. Ironically, while denying the alleged health hazards of cigarette smoking, the industry has, in its advertising, made these charges appear true. Filter gives you more of what a filter is for. Clean smoking, snowy white, pure, miracle tip, 20,000 filter traps. Gives you more of what you changed to a filter for. The committee concludes the Federal Trade Commission has failed to approach the problem of false and misleading advertising. They failed then, 52 years ago. They failed us today. It is way long past time, many millions of deaths later, for this Congress to act decisively in the public interest. And also to tribute to my predecessor, John Blotnick, who led this charge 52 years ago, and who was rewarded with dissolution of his subcommittee for having rung the bell on false and misleading advertising by the cigarette companies.
Gentleman's time has expired.